Hey guys, welcome back to Vic Ferrari's Garage. So great news, stick with me. This is gonna be a great video. The dune buggy is running. It is 100%. The only thing I got left now is to put the back seat in. I left the back seat out so that we could easily work on stuff through the back. But last night I took the buggy out. I did 60-mile road trip in town, highway, and off-road, and it ran amazing. I mean, it rips. It's not broke in totally yet, but I couldn't resist. I didn't give a crap if I blew the engine. I had to get on it a few times. That thing wheelies in first gear. It pops the front wheels off the ground in second. I expect that to get even stronger as the engine breaks in, but the tuning is insanely good. And that is all because of this guy right here. At All Out Tuning and Performance, his name is Aaron. He's in Phoenix. He's got a dyno that bolts onto the wheel. So it's not a roller dyno on the floor. You take the wheel off, it bolts onto your lug bolts, and they tune it from there. Now, I would love to say I got it on the dyno and got numbers. Unfortunately, nobody made a wheel pattern for this crazy lug wheel that I've got, this 4-lug. Nobody made a lug pattern that he could mount to his machine. It takes wheel adapters to mount each different car to the machine, and nobody made that. So I had to get in. He would do a tune. I would rip up and down the streets of the industrial complex they are located in. And then he would tune some more. And then I would rip up and down the streets and record the tune. We did that, I want to say 4 times. And in under a half hour, 4 runs, he had this thing dialed in, dead perfect, nuts on. So with COVID, teaching kids at home and inventing and creating, new snorkels and new gas tank mount, inventing my own radiator, teaching myself to TIG weld so I could build my own radiator, inventing my intercooler, TIG welding it, just literally hunting down all the parts that I would need with no knowledge of what exactly I needed. I had to scour recycling yards, junkyards, find out what does work, what doesn't work. So I basically, when I started this, knew nothing about Ecotech. I also knew that it was going to be a project. So if you're going to do this, expect it to be a project. It's going to require TIG welding. It's going to require MIG welding. So if you don't know how to do that and you don't have the money to pay somebody else, stay with a Volkswagen motor. I'll tell you that right now. You're also going to be required to have a heavy-duty transmission, like a 6-rib bus tranny. I have a 3-rib bus tranny. It's holding up. It seems to be perfect. But I have a feeling with the power this thing's got that thing's going to spit the gears out on the ground. So I'm probably going to end up with a 6-rib bus tranny in it eventually. We're going to find out. It's running 18 pounds of supercharger boost. I know it looks like a turbo system, but it's not. It's a snorkel leading into a supercharger. I basically became a dune buggy Ecotech conversion expert during this build. Not patting myself on the back, but I had a lot of learning because there's not a lot of people out there that have done this, and even fewer have shared their stuff on YouTube. So I will be walking you through everything I did. It was just with COVID and kids and school and teaching myself to TIG weld and all that. It was just too hard. So here's the big thing though. Aaron did an amazing job, but he was the second tuner I used. Sorry, I'm kind of tired today. He's the second tuner that I used. The first tuner cost me a lot of money and gave me this, okay? The first one, they gave me a corrupted file. This is a tuning company out of Kent County, Michigan. I know that because I had to file for a court case in Kent County, Michigan because I'm suing them. I will be going out there because I have to go out there. But to me, it's worth the plane ticket, and I do have the proof and evidence because I took this computer, they blamed it on a relay that I put in to run my fans. They said, you caused it, you damaged your computer. I felt like shit. I thought I had killed this computer, so I went and I fixed my relay, I changed it, I did everything and learned, that wasn't the thing that killed it. And the reason I know that is because I took this into Peoria, Arizona to a GM dealer. They did a forensic audit with their computers, and they found that it had a corrupted file. Well, that's not me, that was the tuner, okay? I went and bought this computer. It started the car, it ran, I drove it around the block, it was running. I did a read on it, I sent that off through the email to the tuner, he changed it, he sent it back. What he did was he copied a file from some other car, sent it to me, told me to download it, I did what he said, and say this is a VIN number. There's a VIN number inside this computer. His file added 4 digits of the other car on top of the VIN number that was in here, put this in chop shop auto theft mode and bricked it, okay? We know that because the guy that tuned it sent an email to HP Tuners and said, I bricked this guy's computer, here's what I did, put 4 digits extra on the VIN number. Can you help me fix it? And HP Tuner said, no, we can't. You shouldn't have done that. Well, the reason I know he sent that email is because he CC'd me on it, and I was involved in the conversation back and forth with HP Tuners and the guy that tuned this. I watched everything they talked about. So, HP Tuners was nice enough to send me 2 credits so I could do this computer for free. I went and purchased this computer. So they blamed the solenoid that I used for my fans on this one. They told me my mechanic sucked and didn't know what he was doing and damaged this one. This one they blamed on the wiring guy. He tuned it and his throttle maps were so far out the window that when you'd push the throttle pedal, it would immediately shut down and go into safety mode so you didn't get killed. We know that because after he bricked that computer, I fired his ass. And I went and hired Aaron at All Out Tuning and Performance. And I brought Aaron another computer that I purchased. Nobody touched it. It was a virgin computer, and Aaron was able to take that computer, tune it, and within 4 runs and a half hour, he had the buggy run mint condition, 100%. Then he took that computer, pulled the file, and we wanted to see if this one was dead, and he put the file on here, and guess what? Lo and behold, this actually is now a matching computer that works for that in case something would ever happen to that, like a river run would kill it. I'll have a different computer to throw in and keep on going down the trail. So 3 computers, basically all 3 got bricked, and that company told me, you screwed it up with your fans, your mechanic screwed this one up. I am the mechanic, by the way. Your mechanic screwed that one up, and then he lied, and then he sent an email to the HP tuners for help and stupidly copied me on the email. And then this one, he blamed on the wiring harness guy. The wiring harness was perfect. So, long story short, be very careful of who you get to tune your computers. I highly suggest if you're in the Phoenix area, come down to All Out Tuning and Performance in Phoenix. I'll give you their info. Just get in touch with me on comments. I only have his personal cell phone, and I don't know if he wanted me to give that out, so I'm not going to. But just get in touch with me on comments. I'll get you the correct info. It's Aaron at All Out Tuning and Performance. He also does do email tunes, but you got to make sure that your car is running perfect and there's no issues with it before you have him try to tune it. Okay? Other than that, man, I'm just happy to have my buggy back. So we'll get you guys out. We'll show you some wheelies. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and hopefully this will save you a lot of money and headaches. That's what I do these videos for, is try and help you guys. So hit the like, help me out. Hit the subscribe, help me out. That's what makes the videos go. Have a good one. Share this video with somebody. All right? Take care. Have a great night. Vic Ferrari. See ya.